Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss episode 2 of series 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world. So, what did we think of this episode? We had the happy ending ball, and we had a little, with the alliances being formed.
Sorry. I was like, boy, my candle smells familiar. And then I was like, wait, let me see what scent this is. Yeah, work crush. It smells just like my work crush because it's exactly what my work crush wears. My bad.
You're
Anyways,
good. I have oatmeal cookies, one of my own candles that I make.
yes, I have Ocean by unnamed name brand candle store.
Vince, I need to send you some of the ones that I have. But anyway,
You really do. And then I need to get back on my soap making gig because
right now I've just been making a whole bunch of candles so that when I be like, hey, this is what I got, I have a lot of what there is.
I ran out of lye. And so that kind of made me put everything on pause. And so I'm like, once I get my money up, then I'll probably get back into it again because I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I like making my candles. But anyway, before we get into the actual review, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers and would love to reach there by July. So, that means we need you to subscribe to the channel. While you're there, go ahead and like the video. Comment down below if you agree or disagree, but don't get disrespectful. And go ahead and hit that bell notification so you are notified every time we post a video. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. So, after the elimination of our dearly loved, already missed Mayhem Miller,
Who stole her lipstick, which is iconic.
a lot of them do. A lot of them do. If you talk to a lot of
Although
the
they don't look like lipsticks, it looked like a big old piece of Jenga.
like, if you talk to a lot of the queens, kept their lipstick or they stole a lipstick with another queen's name on it. So I would do that, especially if it was a lip sync assassin situation where everybody voted. They ain't gonna miss this random lipstick that says La La Ree on it. Thank you, it's mine. It's mine. But yes, our mayhem was departed. They come in, they read her message, they congratulate Marina, and she cleans off the mirror. So we sit down and they congratulate Gothi for making it to her first ever episode 2. You know, I am excited for Gothi. I'm glad she's getting this chance, but she wouldn't have got it if it was me. Because, baby, Gothi. Gothi. Go to the house. So, the big question is, Le Grand Dame, who did you choose? And we had a feeling she chose Mayhem, but she did confirm that Mayhem was the queen that she chose. Pretty much the same thing that Marina says. They wanted to give Gothi that second chance. Gothi hasn't had the same amount of chances that Mayhem had. And like, I get it. I do. And Mayhem did have, will say Mayhem's performance was the worst in the talent show. I will say that. But that still would not have stopped me from saving Mayhem. Miss Gothi would have went to the house, honey. So, as they're getting undragged, they decide they're going to have a freaking alliance meeting in the fucking open. Like, I know Drag Race is not like Big Brother and all those other places where you can go different areas and talk. But literally, everyone's getting out of drag. You don't think they noticed that the 4 UK queens are all standing next to each other, whispering?
It's an alliance meeting!
And I love Hannah. She was like, alliance. But everybody knows. And I had to take a screenshot. Because for the first time in Drag Race history, there is a price amount in the opening theme for
Reddit.
Drag Race UK. Opening credits. Yes, thank you. 50,000 pounds. 50,000 pounds. I had to take a screenshot of this so y'all can see it's actually happening. Honestly, they could have done more, but I'm going to be quiet. So the queens walk in on the new day in the workroom. They congratulate Marina again, and she's showing off her new pin, which I'm going to be ordering one on the 1st. I'm going to be ordering several on the 1st, not just this one. I'm behind a couple franchises, so I can add it to my collection. As y'all can see over my shoulder here, I have a little thingy that has my pin collections. So we move on. The alarm goes off. RuPaul gives the room mail, and Michelle walks in. Which we saw this in last week's episode. Did you think we were stepping into another week where Ru wasn't going to be there?
Yeah.
I did too. I was really shocked and happy to see Ru when we got to the main stage. Mm-hmm. But we have Michelle here, and there's a mini challenge. I love that Michelle got to do the mini challenge. Mm-hmm. So the Brit crew comes out and hands everyone a mirror and a lipstick. So they have to write on there whoever fits whatever category, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all, which was the first one, Fairest, who was the prettiest. And they voted for Marina. Would Marina have been your vote for the prettiest of them all?
Maybe.
I think so. I know for sure.
Yeah.
Marina would have been my pick for prettiest of them all. So for the next one, they have to pick the shadiest of them all, and they chose Hanaconda. Who would you have chosen for the shadiest of this group?
It wouldn't have been Hanaconda.
Then who would it have been?
I don't know, but I don't think Hanaconda's been shady.
I don't think she's been shady, but I can see how she can come off as shady. Because I think it's funny, and so she's like, I'm just telling jokes, but a lot of people take that as shade. Right. And plus, being the shadist doesn't mean a bad thing. Right. But I think either her or Theresa May.
Theresa May, I could see.
The next one was, who is their biggest competition? And once again, they chose Marina. Who do you think would have been your biggest competition in that room?
Marina or LaCresha.
For me, just looking at how well they did in their previous seasons, to me, it had to been either Marina or Keta. Because they had the most wins on their season. Keta had 3. Marina, I believe, had 2. So I'll be like, that means they're well-rounded. They're good at a lot of different things, or at least in their country's host opinion.
Right.
So I think I would go with Marina, especially with her coming out the gate hot.
You're right.
Came out hot, okay?
She's coming in hot.
And then for the last one, they have to pick the queen who is the neediest, as in their drag needs the most help. And they chose Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha. Do you agree with this decision? Would Arantxa have been your vote for the neediest?
Yeah, this season.
I would have voted Jombers. I would have. That would have been the 4th one for Jombers, since Jombers made a big hissy fit that 3 people voted for her as the neediest when nobody else made a hissy fit about coming in second place on something and trying to figure out who voted for them. It's not that deep, honey. But yeah, Jombers would have got a 4th vote if I was there. And I love Jombers. But I don't know what it is this season. It's Jombers starting to rub me the wrong way again. I'm like, no, we ended off season 4 so well. What are we doing here, Jombers? What are we doing here?
What happened?
But afterwards, Michelle announced that they have been officially invited to the Happy Ending Ball. And they're going to have to serve 3 looks. Lady Prince Charming, Shivo Queen, and Drags to Riches Eleganza, which is made out of materials there in the workroom.
Yeah.
Here it is with Cinderfella, as she called him. I thought that was funny. All right. But with the Rancha being voted the neediest, she gets a 10-second head start. Which I'm like, ha. Ha ha ha. I'll be like, damn, I wish they would have voted me the neediest, because, baby, give me 10 seconds. But she's running over there, she's grabbing what she can, and then here comes the rest of the stampede, honey. They're coming through like wrecking balls, honey. And I love how in this one screenshot, you can see Michelle in the background just clapping, like, yay! Make the TV for us, make the good TV. Yes, my puppets, yes.
Yes, play the game.
Now, she loves the puppets. She do. You can tell she loves them. But at the same time, she is a producer on the show. She knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the queens getting ready, putting their stuff together. Again, Michelle came through, and they basically told the whole room, yeah, the UK's working together. I'm like, y'all.
That's not how this works, man.
Well, actually, it can work that way because it's very clear on Drag Race España that the seasons are working together. Especially this episode. They made it very clear. Every season's going to watch out for each other.
Right.
And that's open conversation. So, yeah. Let's get to the main stage. And we are joined by our mother, RuPaul, who sounds a lot better this week. Mm-hmm. There's still a little in the throat.
A little bit.
But it is so much better this week. She needed that day to sleep on her tea and relax her vocals. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's almost back. It's almost back. I'm like, okay, Ru, I see that voice. But I was happy to see Ru because I really was expecting Michelle to walk down that runway. I'm like, Ru. Now, because you haven't been feeling good, I'm gonna forgive this look. But what did you think of this look?
I love the thigh high.
I love a thigh high. Ru don't wear them often. I agree with you. I love the thigh high. What about above the thigh?
Not a fan of the crushed velvet.
Crushed velvet and not the little boy smile.
It's like it's already velvet. It didn't need all that extra texture to it.
I agree. So this week we are joined by Michelle Visage, Graham Norton, and our special guest judge, Ottawa Aboa. I know I said your name wrong, sweetie. I know I did. I didn't even practice it. Usually I practice the names. I didn't practice
Ottawa Aboa.
Ottawa Aboa. There we go. Ottawa Aboa. Which she was fun. I enjoyed her. Mm-hmm. So it is now time for the Bull Dolly. Our first category is Lady Prince Charming. So, LaCresha, what would Roxy St. James bring with the category Lady Prince Charming?
Lady... I thought about this one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'd have dressed up like Prince.
Hey, that works. That works.
Prince, I'd have sat there, came out with the purple and the little balloon, jacket with the guitar. Even if it was just a blow-up guitar.
Yeah.
It just beat my face to the gods.
For me, I love a good half and half moment. Mm-hmm. But I would be like top half, probably like, I don't know, some sort of royal whatever. And then the bottom half turns into this beautiful mermaid situation. Uh-huh. Of course, the face would have to be beat. But yeah, I would give you upper half very, but in the bottom half give you bam.
Right. No, it would have been like a beautiful Prince moment where it would have been like the pantsuit, but it would have had like the big long flowing skirt behind. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would it be the assless skirt? Because, he loved to wear an assless chap.
Ooh, yes. It would have just hung off the side. Assless chaps. Ah!
Because I swear, I think I've seen Prince's ass more than I've seen mine. My goodness, sir. Cover up them little
Never
buns.
seen that at the concert.
Those little things, cover them up, sir. Cover them up. Well, they're
He
covered
ain't
up
got
now,
no
but
booty, just like I ain't got no booty.
well, they're covered up now, but
Well, yeah, they're
rest in
pretty
peace.
sure half emaciated and rotted away. Honestly, it's been 3-4 years since the past.
So let's get into these looks. First, we have Hanaconda. Now, for these first two categories, we're just gonna keep it real short and sweet. Just saying, did you like it? Did you not like it? So, did you like this?
Yeah, I saw the Bette Midler in it. I liked it. Do I like the colors? No, but I liked it.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
I don't. Up next, we have Jumper's Blonde. Again, I
didn't like this.
It is a no, 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 okay?
Sorry.
Up next is Arancha Castilla-La Mancha.
I could have liked this.
It's a no for me, dog.
I could have liked this.
It's a no for me, dog. No. Up next is Tia Coffee. This was cute. This was cute. This was cute.
I love it. I loved it. Katniss Everdeen.
Up next is Le Grand Dame. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This was good. This was good. Maybe she was killing me with the noises. I'm like, Lord. Lord, I love this queen. Like, I remember liking Le Grand Dame, and I remember you didn't particularly care for Le Grand Dame when we did the first season of Friends. But I went from liking...
attitude.
I went from liking Le Grand Dame to loving her.
I liked her towards the end, especially, it was funny when she had to, duck down all the time.
I'm glad she doesn't have to do that here. They got the money. But yeah, Le Grand Dame, mwah, immaculate. Up next is Scarlet Envy. What the fuck?
Was this?
What the actual fuck is this? No.
You know what? The only thing...
This is a hell no for me, dog. A hell no for me, dog. Mm-mm.
The only thing that's worse than this is when it's time for, the Miss Universe pageant, and they do the country you're from costumes, and then that's what this reminds me of, is America's costume for the Miss Universe or the Mr. Universe pageants, because they always fluffing suck.
And I gotta give Scarlett props, because I've come a long way with I've come a long way with loving my body, but I'm not there. I am not there. I couldn't do that, so I gotta give her props for that.
I'll give her props for that, but that's the only props she's gonna get, because I'm not a big fan of Scarlet Envy.
Oh God. Up next is Keta Minaj. What did you think of Keta? Yay or nay? I love this. This was my favorite this category.
Okay.
Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Up next is Gothy Kendall. I don't like it.
Moving on.
Up next is Marina Summers. This is beautiful.
Yes.
It's not the category.
It's the king of the seas.
I didn't see the category, me personally. So, is this a great look? Yes. I just didn't see Lady Prince Charming. And then last for this category is Theresa May. And Theresa May not, okay? It's a no. No, no, no. I don't like it. What about you?
Nope.
All right, moving on to the second queen. to the second queen, to the second category, which is Shiva Queen. Now, what would Roxy St. James do with Shiva Queen?
Well, I'd have gave you some version of Maleficent because that's my favorite. Besides Ursula, it would have been either Ursula if I was big, or Maleficent if I was little.
Well, I'm not even going to try to say her name because you keep saying I'm saying it wrong, but I'm saying it right. So,
Which one?
I thought about a look from her, but then something told me in my
Maleficent?
mind. Would this be a little too close to home, especially with it being UK versus the world? I would have came out dressed as the Queen of England. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot. Which version?
The version just from the past few years ago.
Ooh,
The old lady.
the old lady. I'd have did some younger version. The crown version.
Yeah, the crown. But yeah.
Ooh, you could have came dressed as Queen Consort Camilla.
Oh. No. I need to stick with the Queen of England.
She is the Queen of England for at least the next 2-3 months till he keels over.
If that, because I hear he's refusing treatment.
Really? That was the whole point of Harry coming home.
Yeah, I want to say I heard he refused treatment. Like, he's not going to go through any treatment for it. I may be wrong, but I heard he's refusing treatment, so it could be literally like a few months now.
Well, pancreatic cancer is like the #1 killer of males because it's untreatable other than like 50,000 surgeries. And it just extends your life by like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Because pancreatic cancer is like real aggressive.
It is.
So I'm pretty sure he's just like, I don't want to be thick the whole time, so no.
But what gets me is you waited all these years to become king. All these years. I'm sorry. That's not funny. That is not funny. Let's move onward. Same for this category. Just if you like it, yes. If you don't like it, no. Up first is Hanaconda.
Oh, I love this.
This was cute. This was cute.
Cute.
Up next is Jomber's Blonde. I love this.
It was interesting.
I lived. I laughed.
You
I loved. This was my favorite from this category.
Okay.
This was my favorite. I'm like, okay, Jombers, here's this fashion queen you keep trying to tell us you are. Here it is. Here it is. I love every piece of that. Every morsel, every rhinestone. Like, let's move on because it was just supposed to be a yes or no. But I love it. Up next is Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha. It's a no for me, dog.
Moving on.
Until she told me it was Mean Girls, I'm like, where? And then she turned around, I'm like, oh. Up next is Tia Coffee as a tribute to our dearly departed Cherry Valentine. And that little moment they had during the mirror moment. Oh, Cherry, you are missed, honey.
Right? I cried.
They almost got me. I'm like, oh, don't do it. I'm like, don't do it. Y'all not getting me. And I agree with Toffee. I agree with Tia. I mixed their names together. I could have saw Cherry Valentine coming back for this. Mm-hmm. I could have. Probably even do pretty well.
I thought this was a beautiful tribute. She said that that all 3 runways were tributes to Cherry.
Yes. But I love this. What did you think?
I loved it too. I loved everything like Tia gave me this episode.
Tia has stepped up on the runways. I know it's only been 2 episodes. But we've seen a lot in these 2 episodes. And baby,
Right.
She stepped, cause just call her George and Wheezy, honey, cause she moving on up.
Yes. Like that was literally the only note I had was Tia Coffee has really impressed me.
Up next, we have Le Grand Dame. Yes, ma'am.
This, oh my god. This was so
Yes,
awesome.
yes, yes, ma'am. I would love some extra ham, some turkey dressing, mac and cheese, all that, please. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. Up next, we have Scarlet Envy. Again, I love this. This made up for that first round because, my God, I don't know what she was doing there.
I
But
don't know what
this,
that was.
this is nice. This is nice, okay? What did you think?
It was good. It was good. I like the color.
It looks good on her.
Yes.
Up next is Keta Minaj. I freaking love this.
Yeah, this was so great.
This was so good. So creative, so camp,
I love the puppet.
and still very evil. Like, it just, it worked. It worked. What did you think?
I love it. And to be in like comfortable pajama bottoms but still have a heel there to be like, yeah, sure, I'm in a heel. A little flip.
Hmm.
That's fine.
Up next is Gothy Kendall. And, like, even before she said it, I saw Evil Queen from Snow White and Cruella DeVille. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, which one she's going to say? And then she says she's a mix. I'm like, boom, purr. This is probably my favorite look I've ever seen Gothy Kendall in. Now, granted, we haven't seen her in a lot of looks on the show. But this was good.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. Yes or no, honey?
I love this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Up next is Marina Summers.
Why do I feel like Marina Summers was attacking my body type, man?
I'm not playing with you. I am not playing with you on this day. On this day, I'm not playing with you. Okay. Okay. This was okay.
I'm gonna make fun of myself.
This was okay. Um,
The face was beat.
yeah, even with her explaining it, it was just like, see, LeGrand Dom didn't have to explain hers, and we got it. Even with her explaining it, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Period. You know?
Sure.
But what did you think?
Moving on.
Up next is Theresa May. I
I
love
love
this.
this. Except for when the smoke got to be too much.
Even then, it really pissed me off during the critiques. We're like, we couldn't see you. Yes, you could. Now,
You
granted,
saw it when it first walked out.
by the end, no, you couldn't. But that was part of the whole illusion, honey.
Mm.
Like, it was supposed to be that dance at the end of it. Like, let me look at my notes. No, I don't think Theresa May should have been in the bottom two
No.
at all.
No.
But yeah, this was good. This was good. So, yeah, I took a screenshot of how it looked at the end. Because, yeah, at the end you couldn't, but you had plenty of time to see that look. Plenty.
Yeah.
And then the final category is Drag to Riches Eleganza.
Mm.
Up first is Hannah Conda. I want to give her props. Because
We're having a storyline.
I like the silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
I like the silhouette.
That's it. Not the color combo.
The makeup, she's stunning. The wig is great. It's the color combination for me. Like, but overall,
That's why
she
you
did a
didn't
really
like-
good job. Overall, she did a good job because she don't know how to sew, and she pulled this together.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, better than what I probably could have pulled together. It's the color combination that's really taking it away from me. What about you, honey?
I mean, like I said, I like the through line. I like that she managed to somehow find a way to match the three colors from the prints to the end here. That's about it because I don't necessarily like the fabric.
Moving on to Jumper's Blonde.
I like the stockings.
I like the shoes.
And you don't like polka dots.
I don't. But compared to everything else on here, I like the shoes.
I like the lining of the dress. Beautiful burnt orange.
I love the shoes.
I like shoes.
Hold on, let me zoom in so that the people at the house can see the shoes. The shoes, darling.
Shoes. What are those?
Up next is Arancha Castilla-La Mancha. I thought this was cute. Now, does it make up for them first two? No. But I'm like, look at you, Arancha. You pulled this out. This was a cute little number here.
You tried really hard.
And you gave us a decent look. I like it. I like it. C+. C+.
C plus.
C+. Again, they won't know what that means until they get to the U.S. review. But yeah, C+. C+. What did you think?
C plus. Yeah. I can see that. That's a good little 76 to me.
Yeah. That's exactly the number I was thinking too.
Good little 76.
Yeah. Up
I
next
think that's just going to be our thing from now on.
Up next is Tia Coffee. I really like this.
Yes. It's a good little 89.
I give it more of a B-. Because
95?
I wish there was, huh?
I said a 95?
I said B.
No, you said B minus. So like an 82.
Exactly. I wish there was more of a silhouette. It's kind of
right.
Yeah.
But then again, her body is just
that's her body. I know. But yeah, I would love a little bit more of a silhouette, a little bit more on the upper half. But overall, this is a really good compared to what she made on her season.
Right,
baby. 10 stars compared to that. A major step up. Major step up. Tia's giving like potential winner to me right now. Potential winner. But she's gonna have to step it up. Because Marina and LeGrand Dame is stepping on these girls' necks. So Tia, you need to get it together.
Look, because Tia really impressed me. Like I said earlier, she really impressed me this episode. And like, it's not that I didn't like her before. I loved her before, and I was really sad when she left, and was really hoping she could, as they say, step her pussy up. But
I was hoping for her to be on the first UK versus the world. Rumor has it Astina was going to be a part of. Astina was going to be a part of the first season, but she had to pull out for personal reasons. But yeah. I'm glad Tia's here. She's doing great, but she's got to step it up. Close to LeGrand, especially LeGrand Dame. She's been on their necks since she walked through the door.
Of course.
She's a fashion queen that has a sense of humor. You know RuPaul loves that. So y'all better step up before she snatch all these wins.
Only thing I had an issue with was the wig, but other than that, yeah. I loved everything Tia Coffee gave.
Up next is LeGrand Dame. This was good. So good. So good. So good. I give this a solid A-.
92.
I was thinking 91, but same there. Yeah, we weren't too far off.
Tell I'm a teacher. You tell I'm a teacher.
Oh. But this was amazing. My only thing is, I wish there was something on this chest area here. I know we got the choker here, but I wish there was something else because it's just kind of bare I'm like something
Yeah.
like a pretty necklace or something. Well, something elegant to, keep the elegance going. But,
Right.
maybe if there was like straps, instead of it being strapless, maybe if you would have did straps, maybe that would have gave me the sensation I needed.
The ooh ah sensation.
Yeah, but like I said, A minus. You better work.
You better work.
Up next is Scarlet Envy. When I tell you I love this,
Mm-hmm.
my only thing is I feel like the top is
Did
just
not fit.
yeah, it's just a little too big.
Yes.
Like if she
And
would
then
have brought
you
it
saw
down
all
like a
her
size
tummy.
or two, because
Soon as
everything
she
else,
went like,
yeah, like because I feel like the shoulders, yeah, that makes sense for it to be over the top. It makes sense for the actual skirt to be over the top, but the actual top itself, it needed to come in just a little bit. And for that, I give it a solid A. This was my
okay,
favorite look of this runway.
of course, because it's your favorite silhouette.
I
It
love,
was Cinderella meets Ever After.
yeah, like this was great. And I love the hair, I love the makeup. The crown, it all worked for me. What did you think of Miss
She
Envy's
said, just
look?
in case they don't give me the crown, I brought my own.
Okay? What did you think of Miss Envy?
It was all right. It's a C for me.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt when you said C. Because I was expecting maybe a B from you because, you're a hater. But, whoo,
C for me, dog.
whoo, that hurt a little bit. I ain't going to lie to you. That hurt.
A C for me, dog. Can I do it? No. Have I ever thought about doing it? Maybe.
Baby, let me get my sewing skills up. I'm going to be able to do all that, okay?
But let me get my sewings going. Look.
So, up next, we have Keta Minaj.
Ooh.
What did you think of Keta?
I loved this.
Same.
This was different and unique, and it's a
And,
nice
so many
little
people went over the top, and she kept it simple.
98 from me.
Oh, A plus. I love it. I was gonna give
See,
it.
I'm not a complete hater.
I was gonna give it an A minus.
Oh, it's 92.
Yeah, I was thinking more 93-ish.
93.
Just like a little bit higher than Le Grand Dame, just by a few points. Just by a few points.
Hey.
But yeah, this was good. This was good. I wouldn't want to change a thing.
Mm.
Up next is Gothi Kendall. From the waist down, I like this. From the waist down, I like this. I give it a solid D. A
He
solid
said
D.
a 68,
Lower.
65.
There we go. I love it. I love it from the waist down and the neck up.
D minus.
My solid D. The waist down, neck up. Cause that face, like I got this screenshot for a reason. That face is beat, honey. It looks good. Now I would overdraw that top lip just a little bit more, but still, so good.
Oh yeah, the face is good. The face is beat.
But what did you think of Miss Kendall?
That was 62.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's lower than mine.
Yeah.
Up next is I'm a Filipina. Marina Summers.
Yes, I like to go to the marina in the summer.
No, what did she say? She said, during the
call it
summer, I love to
Marina
go to the
Summers.
marina. I call it Marina Summers. I'm like, oh, RuPaul, please. She said it like twice in this episode. Please say it every episode.
Every time.
From here on out,
Every
that's what
time.
you say to Marina. Please say it. I love it. Because I chuckled. Even Michelle chuckled. I'm like, that was a good one. Now, Ru, if you came up with that one yourself, to 10 points.
10 points.
10 points, Gryffindor.
Hey.
But what did we think of Marina's summer look here?
I loved this, and for somebody
Stunning.
who doesn't sew, this, this, this was a solid 96 to me.
Wow. Another A plus?
95.
Oh, okay, an A. An A. Okay, okay.
95.
Oh, well, okay.
93. Somewhere between 93
And
and a
see,
95.
for me, this is a solid B plus. Like, this
88.
was good for me. A good 88.
My first thought was 88. I ain't even gonna lie.
A good
The first
88.
thought was 88.
A good 88. Baby, this is stunning. Stunning.
I love this grading scale. This is like my favorite thing now. I think we need to keep this. This needs to be our thing.
Up
Instead of like
next.
a boot or shoot or scoot, it's just solid B minus.
Hey, at least we have it. Oh, if that's the case, I would have gave several Fs. Ooh wee. Yeah, I'm glad we only did it this round. Because if we would have done with the first two, I would have thrown out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 Fs. And they were all from the first round.
You did.
Oh my goodness. Well, no, there was one F in the second round too. So 8 Fs. Baby, you will be repeating the semester, okay? Mess it up, you'll be keep going, you'll be repeating the year. All right?
Look, at least it's not like the grading scale at the school I teach at, because several students of mine should not have got A B honor roll, but because they got like 3 A's and 2 B's, they were like, "You're on A B honor roll," and I was like, "That makes absolutely no sense."
Listen.
Because I was giving out real grades. I was like, "Oh, they don't know how to read. They'd get a 75."
Oh goodness gracious.
Because the lowest grade I can give is a 50. And I refuse to give out a 50.
I would. But then again, I'm different. Alright, so Theresa May is up next. I spoke too soon.
He said 10 Fs.
This would be an F from me. Like a 40% F.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ouch.
You know what? Because I'm a details person. Like, I like the construction. I don't like the material.
There's so much potential here for it to be
Exactly.
great. But there's so many things wrong that I can't look the other direction. So it's an F.
If she had chosen a different fabric for the poofs and the skirt, I'd have been like, B. C. C minus. This is a 62.
Oh, we got a D. Do they give D minuses? I don't think I've ever heard of a D minus.
No, 62 to me was an F.
For me, anything under 60 is an F. But 60 to 69 is a D in my eyes.
65 and above was a D.
Dang.
But then again, that is California LBS standards. I gave the initials because I ain't gonna put the school on blast.
I thought about putting my school on blast, but what's the point?
So look,
I
was looking at their Instagram and I was like, I know 0 of these people now. Because I thought about, like, oh, if I ever went back to California, would I go to this campus and, like, visit? No, not now, because I'm looking, and I was like, I know none of the faculty. I know none of the students or their parents.
I know a good chunk of the faculty at the school I went to, because they're still there. A few have left.
None of my faculty
A
is
few
there.
have left. A good chunk of them left. But the ones that I liked are still there.
Hmm. If I felt like getting certified, I would get certified and then move back down there with you. But I don't want to get certified.
So we have all these queens here. Who had your favorite collection of looks? Not just individual looks. Who had your favorite collection?
Tea or coffee?
Tia Coffee's good. My favorite collection is La Grande Dame. Even though she didn't win any of the categories, her overall work was the best.
No, I like Tia Coffee's because it was consistent. Like even with what she made herself, yeah. The only thing I didn't like was this very last wig.
Yeah, that wig is kind of weird.
It looks like balls.
So we find out in the top, we have La Grande Dame, Keta Minaj, and Marina Summers. In the bottom, we have Hannah Conda, Arancha Castilla-La Mancha, and Theresa May. Do you agree with the tops and bottoms?
Yeah.
I don't. Well, for the most part, I don't. There's only like one change in each one. Like one change in the top, one change in the bottom.
And
In
who
the
would you have
top,
on the top?
in the top, I would have had La Grande Dame, Keta Minaj, and Tia Coffee.
Facts.
And in the bottom, I would have La Grande Dame. No, Grande Dame. I'm sorry. Arancha Castilla-La Mancha, Hannah Conda, and Jombers Blonde.
Mm.
I would have Jombers in the bottom. But the bottom two, which I think is correct. Well, I'm sorry, it's not correct. I would have had Hannah Conda and Arancha in the bottom two. I would have.
Mm.
So pow. We find out that our top two is Keta Minaj and La Grande Dame. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I do as well. I feel like they both have the best collection of looks. And our bottom two was Arancha Castilla-La Mancha and Theresa May, which I've already stated I don't agree with. But it is what it is. So, congratulations, Roxy St. James. You are one of this week's winners. You see Arancha Castilla-La Mancha and you see Theresa May. Which lip sync are you pulling? Which lipstick are you pulling and why?
I would have to say Arancha.
Oh.
I mean, and it sucks because like for the last, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years, I have watched several queens go through, not just queens, but several people, not people I know personally, but just on television or otherwise that are transitioning. And when you go M to F, like they all go through that teenage stage because they didn't get to do it the first time. So they go from dressing like a man to now I'm going to dress like a girl, and oh, but I want to wear all the cute little itty bitty clothes that I saw when I was a teenager. And so she made the statement that that was the phase that she was in currently, and it sucks, but it does not translate very well in this series.
Now, for me, I'm going to disagree. I would have chose Theresa May.
Okay, I can respect that.
And it really just comes down to the fact that y'all have made it very clear that it's UK versus the world. So I'm going to make a dent in this 4-person UK alliance.
Yeah, because you're going to play the game, so of course you're going to get rid of.
Yeah, so in this case, I would have chose Theresa, and since neither one of them have won anything so far, I can hit them off with I just thought Theresa May's collection of looks were weaker, or whatever,
Right.
But my real reason would be like, there was a 4-person alliance that we all know about.
Right.
And there is what? There's 10 of us, and
Mm-hmm.
4 of them is in an alliance that can
Mm-hmm.
eventually take power of the house. Not the house, Lord. This is not Big Brother. This could they could take power of the competition. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. No, no.
Mm.
So I would choose to pick Teresa, and I love Teresa, but I would have
Right.
chose Teresa in this situation. We got to make a dent in this 4-person alliance because I guarantee you, if there would have been a queen, say if Tia was in the top 2 and Tia
Mm-hmm.
won, she would have saved Teresa no matter what. No matter Marina
Right.
could have been sitting next to Teresa and she still would have saved her.
Right.
So I'm looking at it through that lens. I would have chose Theresa May. I would have been like, sorry sis, you gotta go. Maybe next time.
Mm.
So it is now time for the lip sync for your legacy. And it finally happened. Another song I can scratch off my list. And that is Every Time We Touch by Cascada. I've been wanting this lip sync for so long. And according to some of the queens, it's been on the iPod for years. They just haven't used it. So you telling me you've been having the rights to this song for years?
Mm.
Years! I think Denali was the first one to mention, yeah, that was on our iPod. And Denali was on 13.
Wow.
So y'all have had this song that we've known for at least 3 to 4 years. And we're just now using it. And then we use it for these two. And don't get me wrong, they did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
They did all right. Let me rephrase it. They did all right.
I give it a D.
But it's just like you could have really gave this to the right queen. You could have gave this to Marina last week. Oh, she would have ate this up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she would have ate yum 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 yum. We'd have been nice and full.
Mm.
But we got Every Time We Touch, I get this feeling. So what did you think of this lip sync?
It was interesting.
It was a decent lip sync.
D for decent.
D for decent. For me, I enjoyed what Keta was doing. I enjoyed the comedy that Legrand was doing. But I felt like Keta was holding back at times. But it also reminded me when she lip synced against Vivaldi. Although she was doing way better than Vivaldi, you could tell Keta was holding back. So I'm not sure if it's just in that moment, in that, oh my God, this is it moment, she doesn't fully go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think she did a good job. Like when she did the spin-a-rooney on the ground, RuPaul was like, this is RuPaul's face, like, whoa! Like, I feel like there was elements where they both were having such a great time with it. But to me, the winner of the lip sync was Arancha Castillo-La Mancha and Theresa May back there because they were getting it.
Okay.
I'm like, could they lip sync for their life just for this episode? Because I think we would have got a better show. But yeah, overall, decent lip sync. Who do you think won it?
I don't know, man. Let's say Keta.
I'm torn. Because they both brought something different to it. And this could have been one of those situations where they both won the lip sync. But I don't know how they both voted. Like, if they voted two separately, then I'm not finna do that. We got 8 episodes. I'm not finna send 2 queens home right now.
Right.
Unless we do a top 3, which you could do a top 3. But, we're doing the challenge next week. But anyway, so if I had to choose between the two, I think I agree with Rue. I think I would have chose Le Grand Dame. But the same part of me was like, just give it to both of them. So I'll know fully next week if I would have gave it to both of them. And once we find out what Keta pulled. All right, so that means Keta is safe to slay another day. I'm so glad Keta if you think about it, the first 2 episodes, the winners, Legrand, Marina, and now Keta, are all queens from seasons she didn't host.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm loving that these queens are getting this praise from RuPaul.
Right.
I'm loving that. But Keta, you are safe to slay another day. The queens walk up. Legrand Dawn made her choice. And she chose Arancha Castilla-La Mancha. So she must sashay away. And I hope we get to see her again. Whether it's España All-Stars or another versus the world, because next week, not this week, but next week, we're going to have an extra video because the rumored list for Canada versus the World Season 2 has come out. And this cast is going to be interesting. This has an opportunity to be really good or really bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's one of the two. There's going to be no in between. It's either going to be boom, All-Star 6 knocked it out the park, or it's going to be boom, All-Stars 8, you tried. But yeah, I would love to see Arancha, España All-Stars versus the World, Global All-Stars, wherever she wants to go. If they'll have her, I will be happy to see Arancha Castilla-La Mancha. So they do their little dancey dance. And next week, they're doing an advert. They're going to be selling something, hell. Oh, it's a RuPaul World or something. She said something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like a theme park.
Yeah, so they're going to have to sell this new theme park. I'm excited. I love this little advert branding type of situation. So we'll have to see. But hey, that's all I have upon this day. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
All right, then I say we wrap this thing up here. Cresha, where can they find you on social medias?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHIMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.